feces is feces. Me not join that bottom thing there.
It should be a real concern for somebody else. See, we're like a slow clap moment.
Yeah.
I love her even more
Yeah, we love Carlene.
I was Jamaica first sex symbol.
Yes.
Like a man never falls up to you and say, you used to back my fist to you. Like,
Oh God.
Jesus.
First of all, in the 19s, they kept blaming me for bleaching because everybody in the
Talk about
Did want me brown.
and look like me. I was gonna marry Neil Diamond.
Oh wow.
That's who I was in love with. Those are the persons
Say
I knew.
second for Beenie. Wow. I'm joking.
They were always trying to protect me because I was young, but I look grown.
Yeah.
And man, now look up yourself.
No man, I'm still the body straight.
Problems doing that right now.
Let me tell you guys, this sex good.
Right.
So
We never asked that.
God damn, a lot of people. Right? Okay.
I said the Zaga did a Zaga.
Zoa.
Yo, welcome back to the Fix Podcast. Now Ari here, Javi here. And we have Queen. We have a Queen in the building.
The first queen. The
And
first.
fellow Surfer Awardee recipient. That's
No.
Queen Carlene in the building. There we go. There we go.
I'm still excited.
Hi.
Yes, I am. I
What's
am.
up? It's a pleasure to have you here, Carlene.
Yes.
I mean, we have a little chance meeting last year at the Mecca Awards when we were the second recipient of the same award you won.
Yeah.
Trailblazer Award, yes.
Trailblazer Award. And yeah, we'd have a little interaction. And I say like,
I also got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I bet the same thing.
No, I think you
no.
got Lifetime. Was
Plus
it Trailblazer last year or
Right, I got a Trailblazer plus a Lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Two different awards.
Yeah.
When I
Which
reach
is
lifetime,
when I reach.
you know, clock in more hours.
A little bit more time.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
absolutely well deserved. And you know, we were talking to Latanya Styles last week. And she's saying that, you know, you are one of her inspirations. And, you know, you think about it and you say, you know, is that true? Carlene really was the person, the it girl. I remember growing up and you know, like watch music videos and I'm thinking like you were almost in every other video at the time. Well, top videos. Right. And, you know, like, of course, your face was on Slam Condoms. And even just today, like, me not think about it. And I said, wait, Carlene did have a show named Our Voices on CVM.
Yes.
So
I had the first non-traditional talk show that took on topics that was taboo and banned.
Yeah.
We were banned. We were took to court. We were
Wow.
You guys were
that
for
one.
For
Cause we talk the truth, and the truth don't always set us free.
No, what you remember the topic?
One of them was interracial marriage or something, and the issue. Let me not go back to this. You know, twice.
Interracial, and that was a cause.
Yes, it was that the person they were disowned for. Please take out the name.
Yeah.
They were disowned because he didn't marry into his backdrop. He married a Trinidadian girl. And then it was we had On the Down Low with J.L. King, who wrote the best-selling telling women what the signs were to look for in their bisexual husbands and boyfriends. Yes, and we repeated it. And CVM said, look here, lady. Check
I could see why during that time.
No, and when we did some research, somebody at the time at a very big corporation was on the down low. And they did that because all the sign led to the wife calling us.
She was calling you guys, and I said,
she called and crying and telling us, oh my God, thank you for this show. And her other Uptown friends and whoever wanted to watch it. So we played it again.
I will go on now that I think about it. We probably need more shows like that. For
Yes,
you
we
see
do.
me uncover some of them. You see me?
Yes,
Led by women.
Led by two women.
by some of these men.
because he was you and Lisa Hannah. Yes.
And there was other things. You know, we did the most public topics when we did incest, and we also did molestation, and we had a big, at the time, Donna Duncan Scott came out to say her uncle molested her. Listen, Jamaica shut down the next day.
Yeah.
Who dare her? That's what some of the hypocrites were saying.
Yeah.
And I mean, the lady told us what she went through.
Yeah.
For how much time in her life. She couldn't even have a steady relationship.
Wow.
Because she was defected there.
Yeah, closed down.
Right.
But you know, to be honest, like I watched it. I think it came on every Monday.
Yes.
And I watched it, and then I was a teenager, so we never really know what happened. But just away for every Monday, every Monday. Things were happening that there were the consequence and the blowback.
Yeah,
each week.
We did the occult and cults to show people the difference, right?
Yeah.
And hell broke loose every Tuesday morning when Our Voices was done, and we got a lot of comment. So we were on for 7 years.
Yes.
So it was good. It was really good. But then when we got drawn for the underdog.
That was it. You got too far.
This is the last
You're
straw.
busting my secrets.
Yeah, and this was what? He was going to come to Jamaica, and his manager got told and said, "Are you crazy? That's a homophobic." So we flew to New York, right? To tape that show and then air it here. And right after Oprah, he was on Oprah after being on Our Voices. Yeah, he had the best. You should go look for that book, guys. On the download, JL King.
On the download.
Yeah. He was married with children. And
I
his
wonder
wife,
if the same one will still get her groove back.
No.
Because he was gay too.
He was fine.
Oh,
then.
him?
This is it. This one. That
I
was
asked if I'm related to Peter King.
it. Lord of mercy. Not the views of Carlene. Yeah, that show was one of the most outstanding in my mind. Do the white one, not the one in the red.
Okay.
With him, this I don't know if him did second this first one. That was the one that was in.
A journey into the lives of straight black men who sleep with men. Who says straight black
That's
men.
crazy.
That's because that's the coverage they do. And his wife would, like the next door neighbor, I think is in Atlanta, and the next door neighbor would say, but this was his best friend, and that was okay.
Yeah.
So, where are you? I'm with Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh, and then wife said she glad him with Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry was his lover.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The
And I
things that
don't-
them think they have increased since them
Oh
time.
my gosh.
What? And I think if I'm in a relationship with a man that wants to spend more time with his best friend, he should stay with him.
That's crazy.
I don't care.
But
When
but
a man-
men
That's a sign?
have friends too.
Of course,
Men
that's a
should
sign.
have friends.
Friends, but where you choose him come home only when it's sleep time? Are you crazy?
Exactly.
What is this friend so much more than you? You come home when it's dark, afraid. I hear these stories and I'm like, lady, aren't you seeing the sign of run out to this?
All right. To be fair,
Yeah.
to be fair, let's talk about this. To be fair, I question them thing that too.
Of course, and if you're female,
I'd much rather they're a female than my
Exactly.
friend. But still,
However.
there are females out there that don't give these men peace. I mean, and them
no, we're
find
not
peace
gonna
in
talk
their
about.
virginal.
We're not gonna talk about the misery life, because if you're in that, leave. If
Okay.
you're in a solid relationship where you both are in liking,
Okay,
love,
that's okay.
and enjoy
That's the
each
caveat.
other, and especially if she's not miserable, but she's complaining about spending time with me.
Okay.
It's time for you to figure it out, ladies. If it's not another man, it's another woman. Because most relationship is right when you and that partner is together as this supposed to be your best friend,
Exactly.
not the best friend.
Because this is the person you spend the most
times
time
you
with.
do spend time with your brethren, of course, but it cannot be 6 days out of the 7 days,
True.
and it cannot be 14 hours out of the 24 hours.
Yeah.
And when you come in, it's just to make some sex or go to sleep. No, something is wrong with that relationship.
No, for real. True.
That's not the partner for you.
Yeah.
And as he's saying, at every chance he got, he was with his best friend, and she was okay with it.
Because she not think nothing of it. Because
She don't
she's
see her
married.
masculine, nice, trapped in. He was fine.
Yeah.
He never looked gay. He kind of looks gay now. But back then, yeah.
It was hard to tell back then.
Yeah.
No, he didn't look gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he never considered himself gay. That was the yeah, he was like, no,
Growing up,
Just
was that a
having
fear of
fun.
yours?
affair.
Like being with somebody who dep on down now.
Of course, not growing up today.
Like to
Right.
this day.
Right
to
now.
this day.
Yeah, I think it's a deception that it's feces is feces. Me not join that bottom thing there.
It should be a real concern for somebody else. See, we're like a slow clap moment.
Yeah.
I love her even more
Yeah,
now.
we love Carlene.
Yeah.
Feces is feces.
Yeah, man, feces.
The exit hole should remain the exit hole, not the entry hole.
Who wants to do what they want to do, that's fine.
That's
but don't
your
deceive me.
thing.
Don't
True.
let me choose. Let me choose and say,
Think that I
okay,
think.
you know what? Me love you. Me gonna take you anyway.
Like I problem with some of
Exactly.
these trannies that me have with them. Like some of the
Mark you,
trannies out
I'm
there
not
say,
that. Please don't misunderstand. I'm not that kind. I'm not taking no man where I go with man. All right.
Even though they're like,
I can barely take you going with another woman, much less no man.
next
It's
month.
not gonna happen.
so you watch the Tyler Perry show, it's like, oh, you doing, you bending over. It's like, there ain't nobody bending me over.
I'm doing the bending.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right? I don't care whichever way.
Whichever which way.
No bend, no beg, no pick up, no drop. I'm not into it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I think I can tell you no, I'm not a violent person unless you mess with my child. But if me find that out, I'm certainly going to wherever they put female murderers.
Fort Augusta. Yeah.
No, we're not
Them
at
not
Fort
on the
Augusta
side again.
anymore.
Them not there again.
No, so you see better. You see me, I keep up to where
It look like you're really like you're still up to this, like say,
It's not Fort
yeah, no, there's some way that
Augusta.
go, yes, sir.
yeah, because that is
Women's
not, I have that as
prison.
nasty to a
Fuck,
different
yeah.
level. So
I think it's a deception.
it's not only
It's
the
the
deception, it's the
violation.
nasty.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
No, yeah,
It's
but
one thing. It's one thing. I think you're cheating with a girl.
yeah.
And that's the norm, so-called norm.
Yeah.
And it's another thing to think. Me can't compete with no man.
No. Yeah.
When I said to Gail King, just being on an open mind, to say about women have
Vagina.
no a bottom.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
If he says, oh no, it has nothing to do with sex.
So
There's
you know
an
it deeper
aura
than that.
from men to men, just like a woman to woman, that a man can't get from a woman and vice versa.
Yeah.
So it's not about sex, because I always thought if it was, we have a bottom if you're so interested.
Yeah.
And so I said, men who have sex in women bottom, are they gay? And he says, no, that's a woman.
I beg
it's
to
not
differ.
about. Maybe you're on the same page, but hey.
Yo, that's why I'm rate Carlene. We say it all the time.
Yeah, me not care if you
So
feel
yo,
like
that's the thing that we share in common. So if it a go there, so with that
Yeah,
woman,
yeah.
it a go there, so with that man.
But he was
Party.
clear on it to say it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's about that aura and demasculating each other. He says like when him, because him don't go with the feminine looking guys, right? He goes with masculine men.
Yeah.
And him say when him have a masculine man bend over, of course I cringe. And I was like,
I did just you saying that a while ago.
so it was teaching me something
Yeah.
which was very good in one aspect of it. And he said they would know each other. They would be in the club slapping and
That's
they
great.
passed there was a gaydar,
Yes.
right? And it's a fact. He says just like
They
a
know.
lesbian woman,
Yeah.
Marky, they will go to them way for something they want. What that's not reachable, you know. But most time they do not. They go exactly for the guy who radar is on theirs. Same thing with the women.
How's your gator? Fear one turn up.
Mine is trash.
Like, oh, you good at picking up, say, oh, they're probably.
Me probably defective and just scared. So everybody's a suspect.
Everybody's gay.
No, not that they're gay, but they're a suspect.
Yeah.
You know, I started looking deep.
That's crazy.
And one of the things I've, you know, because I do have gay friends that I love. Don't get it wrong that I don't love gay people. I do.
Yeah, they're
But I
usually
don't-
nice.
Yeah, they're very
No, I don't care if they're nice or not. I just don't like bisexual people
Yeah.
That's it.
that are tricking me that you're straight while you know you're mixing up in all kind of
Wait,
background.
is it bisexual
Right.
men or bisexual women? Because
No, about no bisexual woman.
No,
Yeah,
because
'cause I'm
women
on.
have sex. There are women
No, but
who
it
have
says
sex
When
with
it
man
comes
men.
on to her,
To me,
Oh.
I don't go with girls. So
Yeah.
men would be my attraction and my concern.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I love gay people. Man, we know them are gay and them no want a woman.
Right.
I'm okay with that. Women that, as I said, the women's side don't really matter because
Okay.
I'm not trying to figure them out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to sleep
No,
with
what
you
did
or
you
not.
say? You don't know if
Exactly.
you don't believe in it. So I'm saying, is it that it's just that you
No,
know
it was men. It was on men to me.
you know accept that there are bisexual men any at all? Is gay or
I
straight?
am not accepting any bisexual man.
Okay.
I don't like that. It's deceiving. It's nasty. nasty and it shouldn't happen. Tell me what you are. Let me choose. God, when you say something, I run through the door. So I guess the lie is important.
To a hospital, though.
Yeah.
To a hospital.
I got AIDS.
Look at this.
You try to make me know before.
I'm not only worrying about AIDS because AIDS is from anybody.
Yeah, it's true.
That is sexually active.
Yeah, that's
so I'm not that naive on this. Remember, I'm still
I'm
safe
joking.
sex.
Yeah.
I am Slam Condom safe sex ambassador. So I know AIDS don't come from just that.
Yeah.
AIDS come from anybody who is having careless, unprotected sex.
True,
God,
right?
I know all man do it, you know, I know all man love man, like, oh man,
Nice.
you know.
As much as you
Nice,
guys
you know.
hate us.
I just look on you like you are the first introduction of like sexiness.
Mine
you know, like,
too,
what
yeah.
is sexy?
Yeah,
True.
I was Jamaica first sex symbol.
Yeah.
No, really think.
Yes.
Like a man
For
never fall
real.
up to you and say, yeah, me used to back my fist to you. Like,
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
First of all, the condoms.
I'm so glad you're not saying it.
No,
I know what you would do. I know what you would do.
Tell her
used
don't
to
watch it.
A man would call and no, Crystal, I'll know because she sees sometimes them saying the mount F McGee say. And I'm like, okay. What and they'll tell
Your
me
posters was everywhere. And of course,
posters,
you had to
flat
flat
condom.
Yeah.
Them said I buy the condom just to give the girl what I'm getting. Remember me, they even know the person. And that was okay because that was in the time when we did slam.
Yeah.
It was the era that Jamaica was just rising in the AIDS virus.
Wow.
And in dancehall, which I'd say 90% of dancehall is promiscuous. And at the time, buying a condom, man or woman, was taboo and disgraceful, especially on a woman's part.
Yeah.
What? It going about 3 back under the counter, you feel like you were a drug dealer. And so with Victor Wong, the owner of Slam Condoms, when he got and said, okay, when he did a little survey with the different Mr. Makers and this and that, I came out on top. And when he approached me, he didn't even know how. I flew from Kingston to Montego. By that time, we used to have the flight, guys.
Here, Jamaica. Wow.
And to hear this, and when I said, wow, I'm ready, he was flabbergasted that I was so open and ready because it was so taboo.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then when I looked at it and I said, listen, Victor, you're saving many lives because what they're going to do now, they can relate. Remember, there was a panther on the condom. You're not too young. Well, there was a panther on condoms. A tiger?
Yeah.
Panther,
Oh,
black
yeah.
panther,
Oh.
right?
Oh, okay.
Nothing was on condoms.
Yeah.
It was just...
Yeah.
And so I said to him, as a marketing strategy for this, people would buy my pick. At that time, I was in demand.
Yeah.
So the aim was to buy the condom because my picture was on it. So I was signing condom left, right, and center. But the fact you had one might make you use it.
Yeah.
So people weren't asking for condom; they were asking for Carlene. No, it was give me a Carlene. And who didn't know it was give me a slam?
Yeah.
So it was not give me a condom anymore. It was give me a slam or a Carlene. And they would see me and back it out. You know, sometimes it looked like, do I need to touch this? But the 3 things weren't in there. And I was fine with that because that was the aim to help us to understand if you have one, just like a lotto ticket.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, you don't have a
Carlene
chance.
out here saving
No,
lives.
you want
Right?
I want to tell you a joke. I didn't even think I'd ever tell this joke. But
Yeah, no.
one time they go corner shop. You know, you go shop with your mother. And it was there. It was pink.
Yes.
Shut up. It was pink.
With red. With a
And red
outfit.
something. But it did just look like candy to me.
Yes.
And I was like, Mommy, buy that for me now. She's like, relax. I'm like, Mommy, no, buy that. And then it's like, everybody's like, how do you tell
A child. It's a condom.
this child that it's a condom?
not candy.
It's not. But I just remember.
How old did it be, like 15?
Yeah, I was 15. Yeah, no, I was a child, of course. I probably never reached 10, but I just wanted it, and it's like, how you tell a kid that this is a
Something
condom?
sexual.
Yeah.
No, if she even said it's a condom, you're gonna like, okay, give me, because you still
Right?
didn't know what a
I
condom
had no
is.
idea.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that too, because it was right in the center of the corner shop to like most. Can you say it didn't
It was
hide?
everywhere.
It's
No,
right.
Yeah, it was
didn't need to.
everywhere.
Yeah, 'cause they
because
want
of
people
me.
to buy.
No, it was asked for, and so everybody wanted to know they had it available. They weren't buying it for sexual purposes. They were buying it to get my picture.
Damn.
And that was the market strategy.
Yeah.
And it worked.
No, it did.
It worked.
Wow.
Like
It
gangbusters are
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 10 years it worked.
Yeah, yeah. Because I
And-
remember in the early 2000s, you were still
Yes.
the
Well,
face.
after being a mom and we wanted to up it, I didn't think I was fitting or suiting. And them ate me till today because the sale went down.
And they wanted to keep you on, and you were like,
No, we wanted to, because, you know, most
Revamp
things have,
it.
a shelf life of 10 years.
Right.
So we wanted to redo me for the new thing, and it wasn't suiting. I knew when was to walk away.
Damn. And from your left it just gone down?
Well, it's back up because the disease them going, and the young people really are taking a hold of themselves better than 90s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
No, I mean, and
I
sex
don't know,
isn't.
man. I think
Sex
these
isn't
kids
so
playing
taboo.
Russian roulette out here.
I don't
There
think
is still
so.
no. It's about 70%.
Yeah, I think we've
bad.
gotten better in terms of
Yeah, man,
sex
we have.
education.
We have.
I mean, before I remember buying
and-
condoms, and I was a kid, and it's like you feel weird about it.
Yeah,
but,
man, no,
and then
man,
we
it's
kinda
so much
judge
choice. You just pick it up. No, you don't even have to ask for it.
Yeah.
You can just pick them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happened is this generation is very sexually active without being in relationships.
No facts. Yeah.
Sex don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
It's it's like playing a card game, and
Them
if you
not
win,
in
you
a
lose, you draw.
monogamy.
They're gone. They're gone to a different. They have no value to what their body is worth.
I get the feeling that it's more so with women, or like that has increased with females now.
Yes,
With
it,
these,
it, it has. Men has always kind of been
Yeah.
that way, but the female now stepped it up as if they're men, and it's accepted based on music.
The music, you think so?
Of course.
Well, you are somebody who feels like the music influences.
Anybody
Has
says
some power.
otherwise, don't live in Jamaica,
Thank you.
right?
As I
We're
always
not
say.
going to blame the music,
No, we don't.
but it is a contribution.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
causation, but correlation. That's what we say.
Right? And let me tell you, if you want a child to learn, let her sing it.
A, B, C, D, E, F.
And you want them to eat vegetable, put it in some little cartoon with a song. And the broccoli let go.
I mean, it's science, you know. Sound. If you know about sound waves,
It's always
it's
been.
science. And the power of them. It's
And
science.
public figures are messengers.
Yeah.
I don't care who wants to say otherwise.
Yeah.
We shouldn't allow that because parents should be growing their children.
Yes.
But unfortunately, children don't always listen to parents.
No.
Their peers are more relatable.
Yes.
What they're seeing and seen on a level of their level is always more
Or
relatable.
who them see as cool. Them not necessarily see them parents as cool.
But
Yeah.
Carlene, you're a perfect example, and you weren't even trying to market or target children. You are targeting grown people who, because of your influence and your marketability,
Oh, yeah,
you
well,
brought a product up.
And the only difference why I had more to discuss is that my products were for adults,
Yeah.
and they were at nights in adult situations.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't sing,
Yeah.
so mine is visual. So
Yeah.
you should be holding your child responsible. But know that a child can go on a bus that they come work day and night to and from home, school, wherever,
Yeah.
and hear the lyrics that's pumped into them. They can now go on. Remember in the 90s, no iPhone.
Carlene, that man said not even
Right?
a bus. Just go up on a device or them
iPhone.
up on them and just boop.
First of all, we never even have a camera on the phone till way in the 2000s, right? So there was no influence from our phones. It was just what it's for, called Smaddy.
Yeah.
Right?
Play a game, snake.
No, that came way after, right? In our time, cell phone came down in the late 80s, and then, so it was totally different.
Yeah.
What you heard and see, you had to go. And that was control.
Yeah.
And if you had a 15-year-old or 16-year-old child at a dance hall, then that's on you. Because you should know where your child is. And if you have the kind of picnic where you know with teeth out, set the traps. Right? So now they don't have to leave their homes.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
And parents going to tell you, oh, I monitor. That's bull. That is
Yeah.
bull.
Yeah,
Not while
that's
you
the
give
time
them a
I did.
device. And if you don't give them a borrow friend, because when she reached the school, there is always that one child that has
Exactly.
everything and no rules. And she's going to show you what I'm talking about and hear this. So public figures on a whole has a responsibility to what they put out. I'll give you a great example. In the 19s, they kept blaming me for bleaching. The phenomenal, because everybody in the
Talk about it,
didn't want me
Yeah.
brown.
and look like me. They said my
Browning.
breasts. They said I took out my ribs. Right? No, but I take out two. Forget the waistline there. They said my breast is fake. I have nothing on me fake.
Yeah.
No, everything is real. I've never
To
done
this day.
to today sitting in the chair. I don't need to lie.
Augmentation,
I have nothing. Mama lucky.
You know,
Naturally.
we were debating that one time.
you know what's so funny? I never even want to say this
No, I'm gonna say
When
anything.
you can't touch me, when you can't feel it.
because I remember.
I remember what you
Avatar.
No,
do
let
that
us say,
more
Carlene,
Avatar.
because
No,
I was
alright.
watching
Alright.
Our
Mr. Moment.
Voices. I was watching Our Voices, and I'm like, man, I just keep on looking at Carlene's titties. Like, focus
And that time, I just right up, remember?
right up here. I've been looking at
We
it.
couldn't pass here on the TV station.
Yeah.
So I used to hate it. I go into interview, they're going to block the show, so you have to cover up. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
I can give you even another example. When, I don't know if you all know the video, Butterfly, with Barney and the Dragonaires.
Yeah.
And when we did that video, I had on nothing but my shorts.
Wait.
Yes, right? I had to go back. We had to tape it over and I had to put on a little mesh stockings. And that video only showed after 12 at night.
It was the first BT uncle.
Right?
I know what they're showing on TV, local
Yeah.
TV. 7,
Yeah.
the news is a trip.
Butterfly,
And I'm
butterfly.
just showing you where we have revolved into how we have grown in a different space at the same place. So when they were blaming me for bleaching, which was wrong, I was born this way. You only
Exactly.
can blame somebody when they're adding to it.
Yeah.
So the phenomenon of me coming, being half white, had a problem that people wanted to look like me back then. And so, you're going to get it after you're born. So they figure out, I never sold bleaching cream. I never promoted.
Advertise, right.
Yeah.
So I was on radio station interviews defending myself. You can't blame me for something I came here with.
So if they had to put...
I put on a mesh stockings.
Yeah. So you had to reshoot it. They were like, they
Yes,
weren't
that
going to
is-
air it.
that- No, they didn't. And then it was only aired at 12, after 12, when the JBC sign go on the
No,
Eternal Father play. Then comes the
was-
video.
No, Carlene, like, what is the stocking? The stocking.
Not even naked.
Yeah, I'm like, the stocking and no layer of clothes to it, but
No,
they're
but they
like,
can get away in the sense they say still is not the skin.
wow.
In the thinking, but it never showed till after 12.
Yeah.
No picnic, no up, nobody's up.
Yeah.
And that's where that was. My short is a short.
Yes.
To the songs, to the nothing where I show up on the TV now.
Right?
Well, I always used to hear said, back in the 90s that people never did readily accept you in a dancer because of the tears uptown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take us back to them time now.
All right. So in the initial beginning of it, I was overseas always. So my sister Pinky, who I followed
R.I.P.
into R.I.P. Who I followed into. She dated Tiger in the 80s, and she's my bigger sister. So my father would allow her. This is my stepdad would allow her for us to go to this wherever, because he knows she was protective of me.
Okay.
So that was okay. And so we'd go to the stage shows. And I would leave my house in one outfit and reach the stage show in another. I always had
Set
a
the
sister.
traps. Your parents didn't set the traps.
My parents was a bomb. They knew I was not going to be the typical person, so they were fine.
Yeah.
Because they knew I understand my worth.
Oh, okay.
So sleeping with boys was not an issue.
Oh, okay.
It was that I was just sexually different in my appearance. So Pinky once I was with her, I was covered.
Yeah.
And I would go to the dance hall. So I would come here every summer or Christmas time, when you get school break. And then one day she took me to House of Leo.
The famous.
Yeah, she and a couple of her friends. And that's when I fell in love with dancehall. Because I wasn't brought up on it. My heroes were Prince and Madonna.
Yeah.
And then Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
Who's that?
Like Carlton.
Never gonna get.
Right?
No, that's all right.
Neil Diamond I was going to marry Neil Diamond.
Oh, wow.
That's who I was in love with. Those are the persons
Say
I knew.
second for Beenie. Wow. Beenie, I'm joking. I'm joking, Beenie.
They had to
No,
be
I
that
think I
one
found
joke.
myself.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it was never understanding nothing else. The Sunday evening music. Neil Diamond he liked my dad like Bonnie Tyler, Tina Turner. So that's what I understood.
Yeah.
And then here comes my rebel sister Pinky, who was just a radical lover of life. And so she, take me, but she wasn't dressing the way I was. She would still dress moderate and, so-called normal. And so I would always be creating fashions.
Yeah.
So my big sister Lorraine and Corona would buy my outfits and not care what them give me change it.
Yeah.
With the scissors. And it always looked good, but it's something not for sure. And guys, I'm not tooting my own on, but I was to die for.
No, you mean we tooted for you. Girl, he did sexy.
Of course.
And no, my skin,
Sexy,
my
yeah.
skin was something else.
Yeah.
Original
I feel like said the
chromas.
term pretty like money or skin pretty like money.
Original
originated
chromas,
Yeah.
yeah.
Carlene.
I would block road turn heads once you saw me. And as a kid, I don't remember ever looking like a kid.
Like them
So you
that they
always
kicking
had
from
the-
them.
yeah, that was-
Yeah, I'll show you some picture.
Wow.
So it was, they were always trying to protect me because I was young, but I looked grown.
Yeah.
And man, now look up yourself.
No man, I'm still the body straight.
Problems doing that right now.
So it was that I had that security though. My
Yeah.
sister was a tyrant and I was protected. And because Tiger was the artist at that time, he was, of course, valid and respected. So it wasn't man just never do certain things. And I would always turn heads.
Yeah.
And some people would laugh, some people would talk, and I saw nothing. So back in when late 80s, early 90s, they used to say I'm on drugs.
Why?
Really?
But then normal people, they just do them so.
Oh,
Okay.
You one dressing and one thong in the middle of one
I was
party.
about to say you're
Yeah.
And
crazy.
it's not a beach.
Yeah.
So they were like always saying, and I saw nothing, I heard nothing. I paid nobody. It doesn't matter what you said. She, though, on the other hand, was always defending me. And especially that she knew I was, not what they were thinking. Anyways, I started this whole thing to say, I came to Jamaica and went to a fashion show. This is 1991. And when Cactus just opened, and the guy who owned it later knew he was Andrew Williams, but further down became Notorious P.I.G. No, Vivian Blake, from the Shower Posse. But at the time it was Andrew Williams. So he owned the club and I had a BMW. I had my sister's BMW. So I went to the BMW shop and the man said, have to stay. And of course, I don't think the man looked on nothing. Yeah. And so I met him and he was like, where are you going? And I was going to Portmore. And he said, that's where I'm going. Of course, I believe that time people don't get tech away.
Yo, really? Maybe you didn't get taken.
That didn't happen.
Really?
In the 80s,
Wow.
early night. We used to bum ride for fun.
Yeah.
True for real.
What you
man, I
talking
say,
nobody take with nobody. That is,
Yeah.
a man looking in and get you, come out of my car. Nobody was taking away anybody.
Yeah.
That never reached here yet. So he said, okay, he was going and he started to tell me and invited me to the club. And I said, all right, I'll come with me and my other friends. And I went to this big fashion show he had there with, like, it was 10 of Jamaica's finest. From the Poles, from the
That's a long
Spartan. Oh, yeah. Yes. From, I think, probably 70s or 80s.
Wow.
And 10 people in the place. So when I saw that, all of my juices came through. Bright and bold. Don't know what me I talk about. I was 18 years old. I wasn't even 18 yet. And I said, I can do. And him said, what? I said, yeah, I have some girls and we could do a clash. Uptown versus Dancehall. And him said, talk more. And then he came, so we used to take the pictures, the literal pictures, guys, not digital. And so I started to show him some...
Film.
Yes. Started to show him, no man, you have a picture man in the dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Morris, God rest his soul. So I used to pay for my pictures and he would look at it and him said, them in Jamaica, some of them weren't. Some of them was overseas, but who cares? Me and Lima want to get
Right?
to And he said, okay, I'm going to talk to, at the time, Bobsy Grange, who at the time was no minister.
No,
she was
a
manager, music manager, road manager, something to Shaba, Cabra, all the persons, Patron. No, Patron wasn't there yet either. It was just Shaba and somebody else. Anyways, so she said, sure. Talk more. Anyways, long story short, the clash. When I went to him, I said to him with my lied self, because he was like, still not certain. So I said, what you have to lose? If the night don't work out, don't pay us. If it work out, pay us this.
Yeah.
I got to the girls, Pinky, Lana, and Sharon, and I'm telling them, and them run me.
Come with their grenade.
So
never tell them first.
that means like you never tell them first.
I know me go get them in because them love money.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I come back now, the man said $2,000 and me tell them $4,000. Them say $4,000 for just cup of one show. But I had
everybody like
I had
web
money.
of lies.
I had
Oh,
money.
you had money.
So I
So
already
you
was
made the
prepared.
difference.
To
Okay.
pay them. No, remember if you not work out, them not get nothing.
Oh.
That was not mentioned.
Oh, you never tell you that?
You crazy, them would I run me.
Yeah.
So, what is going to make them know this is going to work?
Yeah.
What is there to let them remember this has never happened?
Yeah,
Right.
This is in the history of Jamaica. So they said yes. After pleading and begging and convinced Pinky first, and then she would, really everywhere them say yes. And Roger Rodney at the time was my very good friend and designer. So, but I've been designing the stuff, and anything I think up, he would make them. And we said, okay. At this time, Erica Carr, Miss Jamaica World. That's what they paired us with, right? And Latanya Styles, the dancer.
Yeah.
Not Latanya. Whatever. Anyways.
Latanya,
Yeah.
Right? So she says she was a choreographer for the show.
okay.
And that time she had Lakatko.
Oh,
So she
yeah.
was, anyways, so she paired, because them I said, no, nobody now go against Miss Jamaica. I'm paying the mind. So remember, none of us were known. I was known for being in Excelsior dancing at fetes.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago, and nobody remember that like that. It wasn't a public venture. So she put me with Erica Carr. So each girl has a part, clash.
Right.
So it's uptown. They were dubbing it uptown versus downtown.
Yeah.
Right? And that was, we never really, just trying to be little dancehall, so they were trying to put it. Anyways, the clash went, and they kept saying, I won. So we'd come out, and in dancehall, you fight over the man. So in the skit, we're fighting for the guy.
Yeah.
So whoever win gets this one man. So we got him, Dale. I don't remember. They were twins from Spartan. I don't remember his name. And we won. The next day, them pull out Erica Carr. And so we first have some unknown woman just at this throne, this Miss Jamaica. So they pulled her out, but they didn't stop it. They put another girl.
Yeah.
It was real, them perfect. And we all over the place. Our body, our rules from. So, except from me.
You don't do that.
And to do the model, so we changed our clothes. So we had four segments. So it was evening wear, sportswear, swimwear, and sit mills. I really remember. And so when we come out and me come out, the place rip up. Oh, to tell you, the place was sold out, and they had to turn back people from Cactus nightclub.
Wow.
This is April 10th, 1992. So the history I just created, this club is now highlighted.
Yeah.
Nobody knew of it, and it come to light. And he said, okay, from that view. So I stick him up. I tell them 4,000, you have to pay them. And this was not what you're expecting. You doubted it.
Yeah.
And we did it. Really Pinky, because she was known in dancehall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the word spread. Wow, everybody wants to see. So they took it around the island. And the last show was going to be at Oceana Hotel in Kingston. Right? That was a big venue back then for fashion shows.
Yeah.
And at this point, the media had heard of this commotion and this new crave, and everybody's talking about these downtown girls. And every media house in Jamaica was downtown. And hell broke loose. So we had two outfits that was see-through, but there was a flesh tone under there. Jamaica not used to this. I know nothing about this.
Yeah.
You're naked.
And they only ran with those two pictures.
The one in the flesh tone and
The see-through outfits.
Okay.
And then listen to one of this. One of the girls in the group, because they used to be drunk. So I had to be dressing 4 people, myself and 3 others. Because they would be drunk to face the crowd. And she put on the outfit without her underpiece. And they had a frantic with it.
Oh, the headlines. What was the headlines?
Everything was just about this outfit.
Yeah.
And was making it the grateful and you know what's it something new, and it's dancehall and it's downtown and it's everything bad. Anyways, Barbara Gludon, the radio personality,
Rest her soul.
God rest her soul, got hold of it. And that time she was the hottest thing on radio. There was no other nothing. Everything, and then Barry G in the evening. Everything else was zero. And they called from the show. Don't know how they got the number. And said I would like to speak to one of the downtown girls. So it's my house. So I answered. I said, downtown girls? Yes. And this is a producer. And I said, no, there is no downtown girls. They're dancehall. She says, yes, I want to speak to one of them. And I'm saying, okay, this is one of them. She says, no. I want the girls that was in the fashion show. And I'm saying, I'm one of them. She says, no, not the manager. And I said, hold up. Who do you want? She says, the brown one. No, the one that keep winning the clash. I said, you're actually speaking to her. And she says, hold on, her name is Carlene. And I said, yes, this is Carlene.
Flabbergasted.
Right?
Pause for a minute. And she says, okay, please, no explicit, no so on. I said, miss, I don't speak like that.
I don't speak like that.
Yeah. So don't worry. And she says, okay, we're going to put you on to Barbara Gludon. And at the time, she was in radio for 20 years at the time. And she says it's there, and I can't go get it. She says from her whole time in radio, she's never had anybody put her in her place so many times, so beautifully. And she was like waiting for me to get mad or to raise my voice, and I took her through the ride, and she was impressed. And when she heard how old I was, because I was about to turn 19 in the May, so I was still 18.
Yeah.
She was then even worse, flabbergasted, and she was like, you know, she apologized, and it's judgmental, and then I took it on to state dancehall is our culture. Stop categorizing it. Stop putting it into different segment and segregate it from uptown, downtown, underneath the toilet. It's ours.
Yeah.
I've been defending that from 1992. And so she was like, geez, on crime, you're so right. It's part of our culture. It's who we are. And anyways, so all boo. But before that, now, when we went to the second show, God bless his soul, Francois was the MC. Francois and the Juice. Yes. And when they kept saying, what are you? Because they kept, whatever hair I was wearing, because I would, away from bleaching my natural hair, I would wear colored wigs, and I introduced the whole wig and everything.
Yeah, because it go in your whole outfit.
Yeah.
And so
it match your skin tone to like the bleach wig. I think that was the most iconic one. Is like
The blonde looking.
right, some of it was my hair bleached. It wasn't wig.
Yeah.
And then he said, what are you? And because she was Miss Beauty Queen, Erica Carr.
Oh yeah.
So I chose Dancehall Queen. And that started just like that.
And that's
I went to him and I said, I'm Dancehall Queen, because I can't be Miss Jamaica Beauty Queen because she's already there, but I want her. So Dancehall Queen.
I'm looking at some of the pictures at you from back them time there, and iconic, by the way.
Yeah.
Iconic.
I can't see.
Sorry. You wear them. You know you look very weird.
Okay, so let me tell you that picture,
Yeah,
that
one.
gold picture,
Yeah.
Dancehall Queen don't come yet. So we used to have something at Fort Clarence. Well, don't really. And it's like a Miss Fort Clarence. It was just I looked like a bikini thing, and I won.
You
just-
created this outfit?
Yes.
You say like your swan names over there?
No, I can, but I really don't. Whoever I get to. So I was 17 years old.
So question, the dancehall queen name, you gave yourself that before doing a competition?
No, at the competition when I won.
Yeah.
Oh, because I thought it was the dancing, like a dancing competition where you were titled.
It was dancing, fashion. It wasn't one thing.
Oh.
So it was dancing, fashion, and us going to what needs to be going to.
Right.
It was a segment like a Miss Jamaica World.
Yeah.
It's not what it became.
Yeah.
You feel like you get the recognition and the credit you deserve for even these looks, because I even
Of
like
course.
Soidi and like hip hop people who say I take on some of these
Soidi.
styles. Soidi.
Of course, to a point, and they should take on whatever. They don't know the roots. And I always tell people, none of my female artists here pay homage to me, so how could I blame these? Right? Where all of them, and I'm not afraid to call anybody name, I set the trend. And none of them has ever said, oh boy, thanks to Carlene. So how dare I go come off of an American artist who don't even probably know me exists when my own homegrowns aren't saying, boy, you know, my
Shout
creation
out.
is from what I saw.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody out there.
Nobody. No DJ artist, female artist has ever said thank you.
But is it that you see where your style directly directly imitate your style? And,
Of course. From your gone wig, you gone me.
Yeah.
It's sewing ear used to wear in Jamaica.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, do the research. Wig are for old people. That's what they would say.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, so then, so you bring, and then the colored wigs
You
too,
can
and
even
then
watch
something.
the dolly, the 19 piece or 29 piece. It was all fake sewing here.
But then it's the wigs and the colored wigs and the,
wigs,
versatility.
booty never exists.
Yeah, because that's a
Booty
foreign
call.
something.
Not even in foreign, people wear it to winter. Not to dance in the sun. out.
No.
Yeah.
And then you have on a booty with a next to nothing up the top.
Yeah.
That's all my creation.
You did that interview with the Glean and you say, you know, like you have regrets in life, and is the biggest regret is that you never fully capitalize.
No, monetize it to a certain level. Although I
Right.
made a lot of money, I could have made more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things is I held on to my country. I'm so patriotic. I think if you cut me, it's black, green, and gold. And so when I was offered to do things overseas, I declined.
Like what?
Come and do certain music videos in a level that would sell out my Jamaica.
Like hip hop? Like, of course, it would have been hip hop at that time, right?
It's not just to go in a video.
Yeah.
It's to give you rights to so and so. Not understanding it wouldn't take away probably, but it would, because I would eventually gone that way because they wanted to sign me to somebody who was keeping that accent you had, because I had a slight accent from living overseas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, and taking it to this level and this level, and me like, nah.
So they were willing to pay you like mega more.
And then Playboy offered me, and I was like, yeah,
What?
For real?
yes.
And you turned down Hugh Hefner?
Why?
It's not you, Hefner, first. You go to who reached out to you.
Yeah.
I had a different kind of moral, and I always had planned to have a child. And you start out, especially when you're not an American, they were going to brand me to look like an American. So I wasn't going to be a Jamaican girl doing Playboy.
But in a way, you doing it would be like we know that you're a Jamaican doing Playboy.
No, you
so there
wouldn't.
wasn't even no compromise.
No,
to
you
them?
wouldn't. You would not.
Well,
I would have died out of the Jamaican scene.
I guess the thought is that us here would know, but internationally
And you
they
wouldn't know.
us,
You
yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm telling you wouldn't know, because that legacy would have stopped. So you in your little 30s or 20s or whatever age would never know of this. You would not. Because I would have been foreign-minded, get in the foreign world. Mark you, it's afterward, it's a decision I'm not certain I should have made. But I think I did make the right. I don't regret my country.
Yeah.
I don't regret flying the flag for my country. I don't regret taking dancehall where it's now places where you'd never probably dream to go.
Yeah.
Not even our artists.
so even overseas, like, you know that as they say, you don't sing. You're pretty much like the first Jamaican video vixen.
And I
Like
wasn't no vixen.
well, okay,
I was a star.
Yeah, you know, it was music star, and it's like when you go overseas to, like, you got that people recognize you from the videos, and like you got that sort of separate love that probably people who think that.
Remember, if there was a word enough, I was enough. Okay. I did cable and wireless. I did Quartz Furniture Store. I did all kind of enough of the business don't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
So it was every magazine. We had several hard copy, this, that, and I was on the front literally every week.
Wow.
And these were international magazines. So I was getting prisoners left, right, and center. That's how you write letter.
Oh my God, Carlene, you got letters?
got
Yo,
letters
I see your
from
stuff on
from
Beenie Man. Me
prisoners.
to your picture.
They were pinning me up.
Yeah.
all kind of things.
Yeah.
Let me go back to something too. There was a star girl that used to be in the Star. I don't remember if it's Wednesday or Friday. She was in the center page.
Center, I remember that.
I removed her. Yeah.
Why?
Because they were bashing me and talking about, remember me never naked yet, you know, me just skimpy.
Yeah.
And they had a topless girl in the Star with something barely covered.
What?
Her two titty was out.
I remember those
Always
days.
a white lady. Always some white woman. And nobody complained about her.
Yeah, but them bash you.
But me who come from my little outfit them on the front or wherever or in whatever was a big deal.
Why I feel that was because you know of the same hue, a similar hue, skin. So why you feel like that was a dancehall
No.
stigma? Why you feel?
Jamaica tend to be foreign minded. And what they don't know, they don't have a problem with. But I'm one of their own. So they could relate to me. They could touch me. They partly, but they weren't thinking about it. And I said, well, put me where she there
Yeah.
Yeah.
and done this.
And they said,
And they did.
so you're
As a star.
you became the center for like,
For a couple, and they realized this is foolishness. Let's just do Star, and they just stop carrying the girl.
yeah.
Cause now hypocrite. And
you call them out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did. Oh, that was one of my thing. You know, I spoke my mind.
Yeah. And you've always had this soft spoken, like this femininity
I'm
about
actually
you.
a little rough now, cause you know.
It changed you. The world hard
No, actually, my child.
Why you blame her?
You know what? It's not even gift talking. When you know you're a product of Beenie Man and Carlene, Dancehall Queen, you're looked upon.
Yeah.
You're pressured. So I had to make her understand you're not us. And you're gonna own your own. So she swim, she run, she do everything what she wanted to do, nothing that we wanted. Can't dance. never force that on her.
I just saw.
Do what you want to do.
Your father, you and Kiana.
Yeah.
Funny your life, is it?
And that was okay.
Yeah.
You know, be you. It was never for you to be, it's only one of them children them can't really dance, you know, in this D-shop.
Yeah.
Was it a fear of yours that the privileged life that Cash can't get her from it? Did you fear that she become too privileged and probably think herself invincible and say,
You're crazy when she's with a real mother. I tell you can't let the street grow your children. So she was never left up alone. I would be at the parties with her.
Crazy.
Really? And tag along about 9 others. So people would send their children with us.
Oh, okay.
I allowed her to be her, but I was just that safe haven. She was tiny. She was always petite.
Yeah.
And, you know, no business with nothing. She still is. She fun loving. Look here.
Yeah,
she would be the only child dancing. Like a white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Only
care.
girl in the world.
Because I've always allowed her, yes, mama.
Yeah.
I don't care. You might think my child I think she's fine. She's doing her. And so I made her understood real life. We would fly out, take 20 of our friends, all expense paid from me, to have her birthday. Yeah.
Damn.
So she's been to the top schools. She went to Creative Kids. She went first to Sharon Marley Daycare, to Creative Kids, to Hillel, to no university at the West Indies. So there was never no hold back on certain things. But there was a reality check that, honey, you ain't no different from anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing, let them know your parents will go to prison.
Namely your mother.
Firstly, your father. Here, we would go to the hospital and the nurse, and him want to fight the nurse. And this, yes.
Oh, wow.
He was very secure and protective of her because she's been through a lot as health-wise. So, you know, but at the same time, allow her to be her.
Right.
During that time, did you ever think that you were like a prize girlfriend, like a trophy girl? You know, being with Beenie Man. Because enough people used to pre you and say, yeah.
Of course, and why not? He had a trophy wife.
Hey.
You know, not in the word of marriage. Please don't misquote me. It's just a word.
Yeah, Camille, don't take off it.
Camille, it's history from 2001. Nobody shouldn't really even, you know, have me up for it.
Yeah, no.
Really and truly. They do say your first love never die, but it doesn't mean it live on in a connection where our sexual way.
Right.
Of course.
It's just
mature. Yeah.
It was your first love?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Safe to say.
that's cool.
Well, cut
Zaga.
this up, Bella.
Why you laugh?
Looking at the corner of her eye and she's like, yeah.
Zaga.
And vice versa. We never
Yeah.
held that. Can remember we're the first couple of such.
Yeah, you're the first couple.
So it was a pressure.
Yes.
But mostly on him. I could handle it. He couldn't.
Really?
Oh. And he had people around that wanted him to be more free.
And what would think say he would want that? Because of course, like any man, like you want to be seen with the it girl, like the
Yes,
Yeah,
but
that's
it came with
trophy
a
one.
pressure.
Somebody said
So one of the
free.
pressure is, remember, I was a sex symbol.
Yeah.
He had nothing really. And all these rich men are at me.
That's what I was wondering if is that like him, there was an
I
insecurity
don't
on
think
his
it was
part.
his part, but his surrounding.
Okay.
Should not marry. There is a public engagement. And because he had done it privately already, I kind of don't like surprising. I am, whatever.
the change. Yeah.
So at my birthday party, he did it again. And I was proposed, right? And I was like, not amused in nothing bad. And so I was like, so I didn't answer right there because I just got how much finger the one finger go, what ring? And
But me say yes already.
yeah, but I'm diplomatic. I would never say that with all the media there is. We're at my birthday at Cactus, and so I was not even focusing that I never said yes, because Chewy said it already.
Yeah.
And he was there, and Chester Francis, because I never knew this till I watched it back, said, we want to, what is it? Answer or something like that. And I turned back and I said, yes. After them douse us in champagne.
Oh my.
Right? So I really can't see. And I got change my clothes.
Yeah.
And I just turned back and said, yes.
Like
At the time-
we say yes, I want to. Like that.
I'm not like that. So I turned back seductively and said, yes.
Yes.
And take off again now to change to come back. At the time, he wanted me to do certain business stuff because he recognized that I was all about him. And I want the best, everything for him, as I saw the talent that was in this man. Beenie Man, live, sleep, dream entertainment.
Yeah.
I will categorically tell you, hands up, the best entertainer out of Kingston.
No, you're not wrong.
You're not
Jamaica,
wrong. You'll find no arguments
and the
here.
Caribbean,
Yep.
It's-
right?
He rivals
It's up
Michael.
there. It's up there.
He's, if I would categorize him, I'm going to put him in the level of Michael Jackson. And this is back then.
Yeah.
I don't really know, but you don't take away what somebody have and had, right? You still give them the glory of it. I'm not saying he's not, no, I just don't know. Because, I don't go to stage show just like that.
Oh, you mean
And-
if him continue? Oh, that's what I was
And
wondering.
of course, he's much older with a hip injury, so he can't go to the break dance and tap dance.
But him
Zaga as much,
still.
but him still as Zaga.
No,
Yeah.
but especially comparing him to the others, he's 100 times above, right? And so I saw that. So like things I would come in and say, one time we went on tour, or went to a show, it wasn't a tour in the US, and him luggage not come, and I just met them there. And I was mad. So I would do things like remember I'm doing this from 1992.
Yeah.
His real tour things start 94, 95 now, when him come with Give Me the Gal with the Wicked Slam, and he's taking off, not arrive. And so I would pack his suit, his clothes that he's gonna wear in the carry-on.
Yeah.
So you not turn up at the show favor fla. You're gonna be ready.
Also, you were the fashion inspiration team.
Of course. And I was giving him certain things, like we'd go to reach at a hotel, and the hotel is not a hotel, it's one of those
Motel.
and that's past motel, you go by the hour. And because they're Jamaicans and they think, and so I would take my credit card, which they didn't have, and go into a 5-star.
Yeah.
So things like that. So he knew I had his best interests at heart. Secondly, I am one of the few persons who could have done differently. Chose him, never need him, didn't starstruck.
Right.
Never want Beenie Man, the artist.
Yeah, one
But,
Moses.
No, Moses. Man, I meet Moses. No, damn. I met Beenie Man. So I'm
Actually, I say, that Moses nigga, he boring, but Beenie Man.
yeah. I never met Moses.
Yeah.
Really?
Because even to date, he'll tell you, no, she called me Beenie Man.
you really feel like you never really got to know him, like truly as
That's
Moses?
truly him.
This is like some Superman Clark Kent.
This is
like,
no Clark and Superman. This is him. Beenie Man, he should change his name to Beenie Man. That's who he is. I've seen this man at his pinnacle. I've seen this man walk where when I tell him can't even true. I'm tired. We're from one show and him now cut you short. And that time them I call him back. I've gone to show in Paris where the girl them are scream and a ball. I'm telling you.
Damn.
So I know Beenie Man. I don't know who the hell Moses is. And I don't know if I want to know Moses. You know? And so people like you call your man. Me not know Moses.
Wow.
I know Beenie Man. I met Beenie Man.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to be separate because a lot of people think, oh, you want to show your no, me special already. Me not need to prove at all with Moses. No, I call him Beenie Man.
Wow.
And that's all it's been. If you listen to every interview.
Beenie Man.
One time he said it to me, why you call me Beenie Man? I said, me no know nothing else.
Why me even bring up the Superman Clark Kent? This is some deep shit now. Because them say Superman is really him, not Clark Kent. Clark Kent is like an imitation of how him say human beings. Like Superman is him.
Lord, son, do not take with so deep.
Yeah. That's what we
Which makes sense.
We're going on another thing, you know.
I
Like
was just
Beenie Man
thinking
is who he actually
because,
is.
because Superman is Clark first. He pretend to be somebody else. And then he transform into Superman. Unlike Beenie Man, I have not seen that man sing, dance, and DJ throughout the day, all in I'm sleep. He gets some rotted kick, kind of do whatever took place on the. I don't know if he still does. But back then, me have to hold him down because especially if he mash up all the stage show on his own, because he always criticize whatever. We saw no flaws, but he always tried to think he could have done something different.
Perfectionist.
Yes.
The Virgo.
You know, with that being said, you talk about how he used to be there for him and everything. The pouring into him, did that at any point you feel take away from your brand and brand?
It did take away because he did not want that from me. He wanted no naked clothes, no sexy clothes.
So he met you as that, but then
he wanted to change. So it was kind of pressuring for me trying to be what my man want me to be in some aspect. And it was kind of okay at a minute, but as it wasn't there, it was back to being myself. And I don't think he really mind to that level, but then he mind to a lot of level because he would be a studio and the topic of the studio is my name. Asking, I've never been with another entertainer. Never. And
you're a G for that, by the way.
Pardon me?
No, I say you're on G for
You're
that.
a G.
Yes, thank you. And so they will, and some people play hating. We say, oh, she must be a Tonina freak. No, they don't know nothing about
That's
me.
crazy.
Wow.
But because of how I'm look, and how I.
So it's like his peers too were also having these fantasies about you. So it's almost like them did have inappropriate conversation too.
I don't even know because you can't have nothing inappropriate with him in a fight. So it was, I'm a woman that, and you know, so it was like a lot, you know. And let's say I went somewhere and him go and everybody has a blood lead me. That's so on. Him come and him get mad. We say if you never have on that. Okay.
So it used to cause issues.
It did cause pressure, you know. And remember, he's a public person now too.
Yes.
You know, so it
all
was like,
eyes on you and him.
so I try to play me down. Him didn't mind me sexy, but daring, no. So we would go out and the girls them come and I give them way and they were like asking me. I said, no, go ahead, that's your artist. I never stopped that, but make you as a man try take one picture with me. Yo, boss.
Men.
No, but it has to be that way. Because
Why?
Because
Men.
female, you see me, can be taken advantage of by men.
No, man never take nothing of me, so it's no.
I'm not saying they never do it, but I'm not saying the possibility
he
of
did
that.
not.
But it's just like men just like, I think it's a fact to, they're very possessive in some ways. Like most men are very possessive, and it's like them just like, yes, this is mine. Like they want to be for everybody, but no, this is mine.
Yeah, mine. Don't touch it.
And, okay, you're gonna be in my video, so nobody do that video there.
Yeah,
you know, it was, and because we were so young, I never really understood certain things, and I hate being confronted. So I would take away myself. You know, I never had woman problem with him. Nope. Well, we were like Tom and Jerry, Batty and Bench, or Bench and Batty, whichever way. We were always together.
Yeah.
Him funny.
Yeah.
You know, and trust me. So we spent a lot of times together, me losing out of my career to be with his.
And it looked like it was a decision that you were happy to make.
Of course.
You
I was happy. Let me tell you guys, this sex good.
Right.
So
We never asked that.
God damn, a lot of people are asking. Okay.
Well, I said the Zaga did a Zaga.
Zoa.
Ziggy Zag.
So it was enjoyable. We would have sex anywhere.
Oh my God.
In a dance hall,
Mad.
in a
Mad.
the movie theater. We never care because we were together.
Yeah.
After performances, he wouldn't tire neither though.
Not for that.
Mad.
That would seal the deal.
Mad.
And if it means the tour bus behind the
You'd get
screen,
more turned on, like see him on stage when him doing thing on. Is it?
of course.
Mad.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I was a good cheerleader. So he said if he came in or we're at the studio and him do a song and I don't move, him said, listen, that's what that.
That's why you're not good.
No, from I
Next
don't move,
track.
I would encourage him and
Yeah.
trust me, I dance some way that I don't do on stage for him. I may head on them someday.
Oh no, shit, I'm
What?
All right, move on.
Yeah.
You know, more as Butterfly. Was it your creation?
Yeah, I wanted to
It was
ask
your
that.
I
creation.
created it, named it, invented, do everything together. And that was strategic. I created a lot of dances, you know, but I didn't put the time and effort. Let me tell you, in all aspect of it, I got to fight. Women, especially in dancehall, it's a man-dominated field.
Definitely.
And so this is how I introduced the sexy to it, because a man wasn't sexy in dancehall. No,
Absolutely
no.
not.
Yeah.
Never.
And so they couldn't compete. If you look back on Sister Charmaine, Lady Patra, all of them, look back. I'm not saying them have on some three sister skirt, pants, linen pantsuit. They never did sexy.
Okay.
And I understood sexy and said, you can't compete with them. So a girl will have the 10 top #1 song and still can't get a headline on a stage show. She would probably itch up on the bottom
Were you before or after Lady Saw?
during. But she was not sexy Lady so.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think I was probably before. She probably had a 2 song that, but she wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Una style would have matched too. Like you visually and her song, the songs that she do would have really be a perfect marriage. So you think in some ways like that kind of like she tapping into her sexy.
Of course, because it was working. Because she see that the long pants and the big pants and it wasn't giving you that effect.
No.
So a woman would be done based on how she look,
Yeah.
not what she's saying.
No.
Because the men them would still voice over you.
Yeah.
So it came in through to say, put this to this.
Alice, this is a conversation we don't want to have next time. But like how we're there with the queen of sex appeal, her, you feel like female artists need to sell sex appeal to sell music?
Okay,
I think Lloyd Lang didn't break this up on him Instagram. Big up
Right.
yourself.
Yeah.
what?
Lloyd Lang.
Reggaeology on Instagram. Yeah, he
Okay.
brought up this topic.
So, yes and no.
Okay.
Sex sells, full stop. And as a female in dancehall, you have to show more than that. If you're doing those kind of songs.
Okay.
If you're doing a Tanya Stevenson or what the lady name? Queen of Free Europe.
Africa.
Right? And
I think
whoever,
you're saying IKEA. Yeah.
or even IKEA, those kind of songs don't require nothing.
Yeah.
But if you're going to talk about sit down pan it and split and you're going to have to show that. And so that part of it goes together.
Yeah.
That don't mean they have to. Because if the song is good, the song is good.
Yeah.
And if you're boss, you're boss.
But when you say something though, it shouldn't be, it sounds like what you're saying, it shouldn't be the whole thing about you. It shouldn't be just this one dimensional thing.
Then
Right?
you're going to be bored.
Right.
You're going to be like, here comes another one.
Yeah.
Right? So it shouldn't just be, all right, one of my problem with this kind of new kind of generation saying both men and women, boy, everybody coochie tight. like a doorknob.
But who are gonna say them all big?
You don't have to say nothing about it.
True. Yeah.
That's my point.
True.
You come with the same thing. The tightest man can't go it, but you don't have a damn husband. So the title not work.
That's crazy. No, that's
You know,
crazy.
have a man.
Let's talk about it. Yikes.
You don't know my
Yikes
life,
indeed.
Carlene.
Just-
But
I'm telling you.
suppose
For
you do
how-
a mixture of both. Like you say, all right, I want to look at conscious music, but I want to do something sexy
You
too.
still sexy sells. So you don't have to sing sexy. 'Cause that's not sexy. That's more raunchy.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Full-on
look
porn.
sexy to sing sexy.
Yeah.
You don't have to sing sexy to look sexy.
Like some girls can just have that
Talking
girl next
about-
door appeal about them.
Of
and
course,
like that.
talking about
We now.
you can bum and dig it and dug it and suck it and whatever don't make you sexy. That does make you vulgar. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Still leave something there. You and remember they're going very hard at sexy where it's becoming tasteless.
I think
Yeah,
to advocate for them, they're saying, well, somebody like you who pushed the envelope at the time, at your time, you pushed the envelope, and you know, to the point now where you pushed the envelope, it became normal. So it was skimpy is normal now. So now they have to push the envelope even further to be like, well, full on Raj.
They don't have to do anything.
to
Their talent will sell them. You don't have to do any of those kind of gimmicks. Coffee went Grammy in a one t-shirt, one big shirt, and good music.
well, she never did that sell sex.
And I
It
tried
doesn't matter. She's selling music.
Yes, it does make good
It's
music.
not selling sex, it's selling music. Sex appeal can come with it, but when you have good music, you don't need much.
But then to even counter your point too, because you say when in the previous times, like women weren't getting the highlight, the headline,
No.
space because they weren't doing.
in a dominated field of DJs, right? And so come sexy and part yourself, but not raunchy.
Okay.
Is that
Remember,
difference?
back then, Lady Saw was nasty, and Lady Saw don't tell you certain things that they're saying no. And it was, Lord, ban her out, take away our visa to Montego Bay. Okay? The man if you go for your birth certificate and say me a Jamaica, you cannot ban me from nowhere. You can ban me from your show.
Yeah.
So when she does a sing for cock her up and stab out her meat. No, it's not that.
And I'm my
No,
pussy
it's-
fire.
Exactly.
Pussy
No,
have a
it's
fit chip.
coming on my
Exactly.
eye, make it run through me ear side.
And goggle down in my stomach and put it out through my vagina. Come on.
Remix.
Who knew you could do that?
Remix.
Advocating for the young people is like, times have changed.
That's
fine.
fine. That don't mean you have to go with certain things. What you set is what you get. And if you set disrespect to a certain level, you're
So
gonna
even
get
outside
that.
of the music, you're gonna get that as well.
One of Shensea's biggest song is Bright Light or Light or whatever.
Lighter.
yeah.
Not in a that way, say no.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful song.
It's probably one of our best songs, if not the
It
best
is.
song she ever done.
Right? So you can't tell me it can't work.
True.
You can sing about broken it off, but it can be done in a different way.
I'm telling you, for the most part, because as females, the greatest strength is on the beauty. For the most part, all of them just keep on themselves well together.
Of course, and
Yeah.
look
Keep
appetizing.
together. Yeah. When
They
don't
think men
feel
want
like-
to see just the nipple cover. They really don't.
Nah.
Yeah.
They want to see it just on occasion to a certain point. They still want to say, wow. I remember a lot of times they're performing, so them have to skin out and it's and with no disrespect, if you not have skin out body, please put on your clothes.
Thank you,
Keep
Carlene.
on
Yo,
your clothes.
hold on, let me jump the stadium applause.
Only
Yo,
can
the stadium applause. Yo, talk about it.
talk about it if you not
Dress
have
your
skin
weight.
out.
Dress your size.
Dress your look.
Dress your look.
Come on, look back on the
Come
magazine.
on, man.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm gonna say me big and fat, but me cover up. Me
there.
show we're perfect.
You know,
Yeah.
you ever shirt up for
The girlies are outside.
You're
No,
being
we had
fat
that
phobic.
conversation with Triple X to
You're
answer,
being
yo,
fat
like,
phobic.
No, it's not fat phobic. Yo, just
Don't
dress.
fat phobic. No. But
Oh,
you
yeah.
could be fat and
Oh, you
still
look.
look good. You could have
Exactly.
man on the belly and hang over it. Not look good.
Carry yourself good.
Carry yourself, wear the clothes that suit your image and
Look at
body type.
Lizzo.
Me no know
Worst
Lizzo.
example. Worst one.
But
Worst
Carlene,
example.
there is something about it. I was saying, like, you're very soft spoken.
Yeah, I
very
can't make anything bother me.
demure and him something that is into your sexuality, and I even at that time too, people underestimate.
And don't get it
you.
in I am a freak.
Man.
Nice, okay.
But it's inside.
So
my
they were
bedroom.
right.
No, not freaky things.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
there's a difference.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
disgusting, freaky stuff and
Yeah.
being a freak. As I remember, I said we had sex anywhere. That's
Yeah.
not the norm. You understand? That's under the umbrella of freaky. It's not no threesome. Never done one of those. Won't be doing any of those at this age. You understand? It's not doing nothing abnormally out of you know what. But it's freaky where I'm in here and all me I think about is what me I gotta do next to him and I'm gone to do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's not, and men don't require too much, you know, as much
True,
as
they're
we think.
simple creatures. It's so
Okay?
sad. Yeah.
They want pleasure.
Exactly.
And it not for bit too much jump off of the ceiling, brought the poor man's balls, now him done for the week.
No.
Right? It's to each its own because some men like that.
Yeah.
Some men want you sting a beat under there and some don't. So you have to just know what you like and what he likes and then work it out together.
Yeah.
So I'm not telling nobody not to do certain things. I'm just saying find a way where it's not all about that. Because
Wait.
sometimes I don't know who's singing.
All of that too.
It's like them
Both in the men and the women. It's everybody auto-tune up and sound the same.
Yeah, nose cock up. Yeah.
Well, we actually got
Yeah,
you.
stick it there. Yeah, I got it. Now, I'm asking about your current
So
thoughts
true.
on the DHQ, the Dancehall Queen culture, because we've had several
Latanya, you recently.
DHQs here, and them saying the culture is dead
You're crazy. I am just coming from a
or
Europe.
dying.
I am just coming from a Europe tour. Go to my page, Dancehall Queen on Instagram, and look at it. First of all, I went to several parties in different parts in Greece, and the most played, not tooting, I have it taped. Beenie Man, Bounty, Buju, some of the 90s, and then Vibes Cartel.
Oh.
I never heard nothing else. None.
Recent,
This is April.
Oh.
I went to Finland, Germany, and Greece with dancehall, nothing else. These people don't even speak English, but they had my history.
But Carlene, that's international. What about locally?
Jamaica.
Because that's a common thing as well, at least a common theory. Say, yo, the Europeans are overseas, they are preserving the culture while we are making it dead here.
Yeah.
So what
No.
about the dancehall
We're not
queen
making anything dead.
culture here?
But we're fighting it. They're not dying nowhere because if something is brewing somewhere else, it can't be dying.
Point taken.
Right? So we are letting go of what we own. I'm not saying something new can't come because remember there was ska, rocksteady, reggae dancehall, right? So I'm not saying something shouldn't come, but it must be original from here.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be taking, we birth hip hop,
Yeah.
came out to dancehall, right? So we shouldn't be taking hip hop onto our whatever we're creating.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's working here only in Jamaica. It's not working internationally. It's not. We can most dancehall today, and I'm not taking back. I'm not talking a little Caribbean country where you come get 1,000 people and say you sold out the venue. It only can hold 1,000. So it look like 1 million. I'm talking when you go to
Optical illusion.
when you go to optical illusion. I'm talking when we used to go to Japan where 100,000 people is in the venue. Shakadima Sampayas, pick up to them. You see people, it can't done.
Yeah.
Pass sea man, this are like the whole Atlantic. And one act is on the stage out of Jamaica. I can only speak about what I know. Shakadima Sampayas alone, Beenie Man alone. We have a little opening act. Because you have to put something before the real stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much of these new artists can do this? First of all, for even get a full show here, because one of the things I don't like about local is they're overpricing the locals, right?
I've heard that as well.
Oh, the promoter and
The artist, the management team. These are our country. Come on, 2.7 million people, and Kingston probably have 100,000, and them probably 1,000 might want God. What is the that's why there's no real stage show left. They're talking about it because there's no real artist left. No, it's the money. You do all of this work and you can't go home with something. What the sense?
That's the sense, yeah.
What's the sense? Let's we're gonna sell little opium on the back or something. No, we're gonna get arrested.
You wash your money.
That's
What's the
it
sense?
sounds like Carlene really, I can't say that.
Right? They same one go overseas and can't even full. When them have 500 people, them feel big.
Yeah.
Missouri little club in New York, certain little, when they have Grooving in the Park, certain show, it's 10 artists on the show. Beyonce one on the opening act. Jay-Z one on the opening act. Rihanna one on the opening act. Where you hear that with Jamaican in this time? That used to happen. Joe one, Bob Marley one, this one. Those things don't happen. Beenie Man one. You have to put 10, 20, you're bored.
Yeah.
Because they can't even present. Sean Paul one, Shaggy one. They have the substance. It's not because them not brown one. Because they like to use that color.
Because you were affected by it to the colorism.
Come on.
And
How true she brown. Look how much brown people we send go on Miss World and Miss Universe. Them win. The last two.
Because then we get the white people.
The last two Miss World dark skin.
Yeah.
Lisa Anna and
Shani sing. Tony
and sing. Them dark.
Them are Indian.
No, them dark. Nobody, only Jamaica categorize things. Black are black, white are white. Them black. No category no dead for them. Them black.
And is the classism and
we have classism and colorism more than anything
that
else.
you fight against, because it's like even then people are just saying like you never belong. So even then
they were okay. So dancehall, when they recognize and realize, okay, she is not one of us. Who dare her? That's after me spread the words, you know, how much team of farmer for me, you know, how much crew. This or that crew I come by the second because I opened the gateway and said yes. Then everybody knows start fight against, she's not from
downtown.
Don't I nowhere. Even if uptown no ghetto. And then uptown know who dare her. Because I should have entered Miss Jamaica and go fly the flag. That done 99 times before me born. Me like to be original. I want to come with something that was never done.
That's why you wear songs in the party.
Trust me, I'm in the party.
And
every man who wanna top them, shut your mouth. And they blame me, you know, poor me, no see the man, you know.
and did you always envision yourself as this pioneer, as this leading major figure in a dancer?
Okay, so I was overseas and my, you know, that acting career there. I said I want to be a household name in Jamaica. And they were like, so at 12 I came out in the Star. So my previous prep school, Alpha Prep, no longer exists. Don't know why, but they had, you know, like when you leave and you come back to perform, and I came out in the Star on top of my toe point because I was doing Michael Jackson.
Oh, wow.
So I came out in the Star. So I've always made a difference. And my wish was to be a household name in Jamaica. I've had this thing about Jamaica. Don't ask me what. My neighbor string Cotton is like, them throw it somewhere.
Do you think it love you back? Do you think Jamaica love you back?
Yeah, because me there ask you this question. What was keeping you during them time there when it seemed like people was rejecting you?
I knew I was important and I knew I was doing something right. And people not got to things when I concern them. Remember, this is not media year of internet, you know. It's a hard work, sweat and tears. I perform around the 14 parishes of Jamaica more than once. In some hole where the car park us and we had to walk to go up to the venue. No light. So I earned and work for what I created. And my intention was to leave this legacy and revamp it. So also big up to Big A, who took the Dancehall Queen when I was doing it. I was doing it overseas because I knew as long as overseas caught onto it, wouldn't die. Because we sell out for anything foreign.
Really? Wow. Damn.
Yeah, we'll see that.
Listen, if a man come next door with an accent, him is the best thing, but he's a serial killer next door in a body.
Right.
And your next door neighbor will smoke him liquor spliff, you call the police 3 times. Right? We have something, not just racism or colorism, classism, and they will do anything for that foreigner over their locals.
True. You're not wrong.
You're not
Even
wrong.
in this present day.
But this is what
you're
I'm talking
minding
about
your
now.
business, I burn like something and people are call police by you.
Alright, this is a
Sounds personal.
So
we say we don't talk for an hour, but we know so that name they go on like,
But we still have
Queen
right?
of Dancehall,
Her
but
first time
me
here.
have asked you this. You say you never have no regrets, but you never regret not being in a dancehall queen. That was a travesty.
no, that was
In the movie,
okay,
the
well,
movie, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
let
shall
me
be
give
that.
you the full story. I've said it before. So I was approached. Remember, it's my concept.
Yeah.
I created the name, I created the image, but was misled. So when I got to the meeting to get the script, and I read the script, remember, you're not calling Michelle Thwaites to come play Dancehall Queen. You're calling Carlene Dancehall Queen to come play something that she is. Would you think the story isn't right? Real? Would you think it's fictional? No, you wouldn't. First of all, I go to school, I go university. Me never hungry yet. Me never live in a rent house. Me never go sell. I have 3 picnic, I push no on cart. That's not my story. So when I read the thing, because Beenie Man came and the people said she turned it down. So he came a white, miss, he never asked me. Because he went in and not see my name and I turned it down. It was purpose. I would have to live through this today. I probably wouldn't be this person. Because that would have tarnished my image to a not deserving part. I would have probably shelled down. This is what they expect of dancehall. And I fight to make dancehall Jamaican, not inner city, not category of
I get
where
you.
you're from, but our culture. So an uptown girl can represent dancehall and fight to represent dancehall. Who wasn't hungry, wasn't doing it for no money. It was for my love. It was for my girls who didn't have it and couldn't have it. For them to know they were worth more than a man sleeping with them to give them a $10 while they could have gone dance in a music video or dance. Let me tell you also this, that I did. That music video wasn't done with Jamaicans.
Yeah, well,
The girls were flown in from wherever.
yeah.
Wait, Dancehall Queen?
No.
the music
video.
Oh.
Trailer Road, Shabba, everything. Foreign, all of the top foreign.
Yeah.
I changed that narrative.
Damn.
So you
I didn't know that. I thought
girls.
I thought they were all
Look
local.
back,
Yeah.
and if they even did certain girl, it's a supermodel. It's not no dancehall girl.
And they were never really like dancing. It was more like
They were just.
all over
It was
it.
just a teasing. It was sexuous and just to flourish your lyrics.
Yeah.
Make your mouth drool. Lord, where she come from?
So it was
Just the
meant
eye
the
candy
star.
maybe,
Yeah,
Eye
the
candy.
for the star, but you changed that word.
no, the woman would be stars, but it's not in that form.
Right. Okay.
And you never care because you just know she was not reachable.
Yeah.
And so it was.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, too much talent there. Me not do this to me. Me not hungry. Me not need no work. Me poil.
Yo, speaking of, and this is
Not
probably the
gonna
last
lie.
question we can ask.
Yeah.
You ever have no ego, boy, you with Beenie and say, yeah, me did there with him during the best years of his life?
Hell no.
The same career.
No.
Okay.
You have any ego with other men? Because I know you've had relationships after Beenie Man, but it's
And the
like,
boss.
I mean, even what was the relationship with them like?
I am always me. And I kind of have this way where I'm not jealous. I probably full of myself. So you're going to do what you're going to do if you're going to do. And I don't care. Don't care how I don't care.
Some man could have cheap and you ain't care? That you mean? What you mean?
Yes,
Of course,
definitely.
I wouldn't know. Me not the kind going look in him phone, in him wallet, in him underwear for all the stories I hear. I'm not the kind to have him for come home on him. I have 2 rules in when I date anybody. You can't sleep out and you can't breed somebody. But that's proof, right? So and I think if I'm with a man and I can know he's cheating, him not do something right. Me no want that with you. So I'm going to leave you for it. Don't think I'm staying.
Oh, okay.
But what you don't know don't hurt you.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying you didn't cheat. I don't care because I don't know about it.
It's like a priest say, indeed, if I go time wait for not make me know. Say something wrong yourself.
Me not even to fathom that. So if I don't know about it,
Yeah.
and let's say me hear about being a man with a girl, I say, hey boss, come on, tighten up that. Yeah, that means you're losing something. Me and your personal woman. I'm not supposed to be contending with no girl. Remember, girls when hate me for can't compete with me, you know. Oh, you gotta compete.
Yeah, dancehall queen plus I'm the guy with my
It's not even dancehall queen. It's the way I looked.
Yeah.
Who is there to where I go? You know. So I'm not insecure. And if something is going down and I know about it, that means you messed up. Because I'm not the one when I'm gone. Because I will fight you.
Yeah.
You fight man already, though.
Yeah, I will fight you. Not fighting a girl, come me not sleep with a woman. Me not have no relationship with
You
her.
let him know,
Me I care
Carlene.
if he want to kill me. Me I take it to him.
Wow.
And that's how it should go.
Of course. No, she would have to step to, if she stepped to me, we're going to get down to it. Come, bitch, I'm not here to you. You know, I'm here to you. And if I come there, it's just to prove to him that you messed up.
Yeah.
And when you come home, me gone.
Bye.
Damn.
Yeah. And I'm not in between certain things. And when I said don't sleep out, that don't mean him can't go sleep out, you know, but it must be planned. If you're there nigger and tell me, oh, through me junk and me I come for you.
Alright, that's a bit much.
Can't bit much.
A bit much.
No.
Me I come for you.
Yeah.
You junk and say you can't.
If
Me I
I
come
have
for
your
you.
back, may I come for
Yeah.
you?
But what if me find a place over there where me can stay?
No, me tell you that already.
Judge.
Nope. It's not that. Real man I come at them yard. So me not have to go into that with you. Cause if she that serious and important for you spend the night, stay with her. Cause
That's
men
your
will have
wife
sex
now.
and him not spend the night cause that's not where he's for. Him not come home.
To wifey.
No, just to him home. You understand?
Yeah,
Most
sorry.
men, unless you just downright disrespectful and hurting, outright want to just hurt somebody, you're gonna do certain things. And if it's getting like that, it's time for us to go. And if you're sleeping with a girl and for whatever reason she call me, then you're done. Cause you supposed to make sure know that's my woman. Don't go there. That means you're hiding something and tricking this lady that we're no longer together. And if we're no longer together, me good with that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your confidence, man.
Yeah. And if you cheat on me and me like you, me I cheat back on you.
Alright, I don't like the way this is going. Carlene, give thanks.
I was waiting for that part. If she like you, she'll cheat back on
On me. And me know me like you. Me I cheat back on you. So me
Nice.
me not no problem with you.
Yeah.
Bun for bun.
You know more than me?
No.
Where?
And me can't sleep better like I wonder if it. No, me no want that want sleep. Me go wonder if him gone to her and sit down and no. And
Don't
if me
get
think
mad,
something
get
happen,
even.
if me think something happen, me not say, oh me I reach myself there.
You're finding.
Me I make sure block it cause you never know. Me I make you see me and if you diss me for that girl, then that's a girl you should be with.
Yeah.
The minute you see me and you start, you don't even bother want to talk to the girl. Yeah, my on you. So it's not tracking you, it's stopping you. As them said, don't rub butter up his nose.
Yeah.
And
Temptation.
people, I'm not going to say men, people are people. And we sometimes lust out of what we have because we think we have it.
Yeah.
But we don't intentionally want to hurt anybody and think you can just do something and get away with it. And so human beings try. Sometimes you mess up. No, if you're in a relationship with an obsessive behavioral person,
No, get out.
then not get out because it might be suiting for you. You might need that track. I'm telling you. You have some man where and woman you have to keep on a leash. Yes. Not saying it's correct or not correct, but it will work for them. As you have some men who just do something because of friends. Surrounding where they are. Them prove a point. Them not really want to do it, but because I want burner. Especially in our culture.
Yeah.
So guess what? Before it get to the burning part, let me go for my mind.
Man, a bongo, your ex-man singing.
And this is part of when I was telling you I didn't think we should have been married. Not because I didn't love him enough, because his career did not suit for me having my man I go sing about gal in a bungalow as a husband.
Yeah.
As a partner, any partner. I take marriage to a sacred level where me now go do certain things and you can't do certain things.
So that's why you did take away yourself from doing certain things as Carlene. And
yes.
Even though you didn't know, say you want it and it was off your butt.
It wasn't
as
right.
Respect to your
as
man.
Respectful as I could be in a relationship. I chose this relationship.
Yeah.
So I'm going to value it. I'm going to do what is going to make both of us go have sex before we go to bed. Versus a war over something although you met me like this, you stated that you were insecure of it. And for a peaceful life, because I chose you. We chose us. I don't want to. So I would always seems like the fun woman.
Yeah.
And why you keep? Because she nice. This not nothing about no coochie and no coochie. You know, I put my coochie for no
You're just
1
a
to
good
10.
person, a good energy.
It's a good. It make you want to.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Yeah. It gives you that. What I'm saying? Okay.
That's not a word.
You have to know the situation you're in and work with it if you want to make it work. But I tell people, if you cannot sleep, talk, that's why so much separation took place in COVID.
Right.
Yeah. It's like shit.
It's the most in the world. I'm locked down with this smaddy.
And I never
Well, me
know.
no like.
Because
me no know.
for the most part, you're on the go.
On
Then
the
COVID
go.
make you stop.
As I tell you, a lot of them, man and woman, both ways, come in when I sleep in time. No, I saw she eat. I saw him eat. I saw him fart all day. And it's things that you don't know about each other. And it becomes annoying.
Yes.
It becomes unbearable.
Yeah.
It was, divorce rate was the highest during that time. And it's not because the bills couldn't pay. It's
Just
because
you're annoying.
We just can't get along.
This me married. Because it's not real to some things. We can pretend because we know I'm only going to see him, him coming home after 8 and a doll up and he says him gone, you undo it because you weren't real. Neither him.
Exactly.
You're in the bathroom and he might tell you him can't do this if you're in there. Not privacy. Of course, it's fake. This is a natural habitat that human body goes through.
Yes.
He might fart and shit and me I brush my teeth.
Ew. Don't do that. That's gross.
No, it's not.
Private
It's real.
Separate.
No, it's not. But now go watch him wiping bottom. Cause that's taking it a little far.
Crazy then.
Right?
I don't want that image of you in my head. I don't want.
No, but she's sitting on the toilet and you're brushing and you and her conversating because it's okay.
Yeah.
It is
People do
okay.
that.
But now I do that while she
Not
shit.
me.
No. I can't.
Yeah.
When you
can't.
do
Not
find
the
the
door.
person you're so comfortable with, marry them.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying.
When
though.
you find that person, just imagine when you get to a point and you're sick, who's going to change your damn
True.
ass?
Exactly.
You're not wiping shit. You're not going to change our pad. We get a C-section and we can't move. Me pick me a baby. Are you going to change my pad?
Yeah,
What am I going to do? Just bust out the stitches when the doctor said don't move? When you get to that point of being so real with that person, marry him or her. That's your soulmate.
Sage.
Once you see it as gross, you're not thinking in the future for this person.
No.
Remember, at any age, him could get a stroke. You left in him, you know. Because you're not bargaining for this. You're not asking, you're left in her. Me never bargain for this. But you're used to him sitting, farting, shitting. No man, forget busy, put on the gloves and there.
Yeah.
True companionship.
Of course.
man.
Once you have
Convenient.
reserved on the relationship to start and you start thinking it's nasty or there's something wrong. Mark, you know, just fart upon me through your teeth.
Carlene, me hear you say it.
All right. I've been trying to wrap this fart and shit in conversation. God, you just start up Sex and Dance, our live podcast.
Yes.
Tell the people them about it.
Every Tuesday night at Make a Nightclub, I'm going to take a break. I have something to do. And we're going to come back in about 3 weeks so we can structure it. It was been good the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Last night and the week, Tuesday night and the week before.
Right.
We have of course, Mecca nightclub. You know, Crystal Davis is the brand ambassador for Mecca. I have something else I was to say. Okay, my road march, dancehall road march.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that too.
Yes,
We can't.
dancehall road march.
You have our next stage though, right?
Dancehall road march on the 29th of December 2024.
Okay. Yes.
Again, go to Mecca Jamaica page, go to Dancehall Queen Carlene page so we can start ordering our outfits.
There you go.
We know the costume with the outfit.
Yeah.
Right? A lot more things in the pipeline.
Yeah.
I go to Brazil soon.
Nice.
Yes. Again, I only spread my wings on my country and my culture.
Nice.
So basically as an ambassador.
At Jamaica.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
And a dancehall ambassador, not just Jamaica, dancehall.
You designed the outfits for the road march?
Yes, I did.
They're
It's some of the iconic pieces I wore back in the 90s.
Right.
Yeah. So you feel like you're in a history.
Yes.
Big up Mr. Michael Dawson and the whole Mecca crew. And of course, my life, my world, my everything, my reason for living.
Crystal.
Shout out,
My
Krista.
precious,
Shout out,
precious,
Krista.
my other part of my heart in a human form, Crystal Davis.
Shout out. She's a fan of the show as well. She have a show love.
Yes, she why I'm here.
There we go. We're supposed to do a podcast but yeah, when she
Yes.
Ladies and gents, Dancehall Queen Carlene. And how we that people. Banana probably with you. I say, I heard it start singing, they would have a problem. Shut it down immediately. Our people are we that. We out.